Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I'm here with my latest project. And yes, it's another Doily album, and I can't help it. I just love making them. And actually, this is probably out of the few things I make frequently, this is my favorite thing to make. I just love making them. So, anyway, I did some of this album on my lives in, last month, and I think maybe even on Laurel's, but I finally finished it and I just wanted to share it with everybody. And so this is the cover, and I love this image. It's just a beautiful image, and I'm going to have to apologize because I forgot to look to see who gave me these images. So that I could give them credit, because they did come from my challenge. So I'm so sorry. If I can go back and figure it out, I will put it in the description box. I've tried to keep them all separate, but now it's getting just really, really hard. So if I don't mention it, you can post in your comment, oh, I sent you those, and I will thank you personally again. So, again, I used the larger, I think they're like 7.5 inch doilies that I got from Artie. Excuse me. And I think I have enough for maybe one more. I'm not sure. I didn't count the ones I had left, but I know I have enough for one more, and I'm hoping to stretch it to two, but, we'll see. Anyway, on this one, I used this gathered trim, and this is from KS for You, actually. And then I gathered it again around part of the image. And this is a bridal piece that I had, I think I tea-dyed it, actually. Either that or it was avocado dyed by Olivia, because she sent me some pieces that she had avocado dyed, and now I can't tell because it's very, very pale, but it's beautiful, and it just fit perfectly on top. And then I made some of those flowers. I have tried to make some ahead of time so they'd be ready when I did do these projects, and I think I did do that. And of course, there's my clay flowers and my little rhinestone buttons. And there's lots of dangles. And I'll show you on the side. I used some very light pink seam binding, keeping with the theme. And then I used this rhinestone lock and key. And I used that to tie it all together. And I'll wait and show you the back at the end. So you open it up, and the first page is a pocket page. And I used this trim here. And I think it's from Craft Supplies for You, actually, this trim. And then I added, you've seen this trim also in the past. I just love this. And I just ordered a little more of it, too, because it just fits so perfectly in with the Victorian or vintage themes. And then here's some more of the flowers I made with a pearl and rhinestone flower center. These are, I cut out of doilies. It's a flower that was in the center of each little doily, and then I added my clay flowers. Again, I used I think I used 2 extra doilies on that. But on every page, I used at least 2 doilies, if not more. And then the little tiny clay flowers, and then again more dangles. And then this is the first image, and all the images inside are of little girls. So I kind of thought, here's the big sister and here are the little girls. I don't know. But anyway, I went around it with this trim here that I believe is in Craft Supplies for You. She might have run out of it by now, but I know she's trying to get some back if that's the case. More of my flowers that I make from the different trims, and those are all craft supplies for you. I guess this could have been another DT project, so maybe I'll put featuring in the title. And then look at all these dangles. Some are mine, some are craft supplies for you. And some are tea dyed, and some I left white. So that's that page. And then here's the middle 2 pages. I did use a lot of purple in this one. I don't know why. I mean, purple is my favorite color, but that's not why. It just seemed to work out that way. She's got lavender flowers in her hair, so I wanted to bring out the purple. And then, again, more of my, flowers from doilies and appliques and trims that I cut up. The loopy flowers from KS for You. I know this one's KS for You, as well as the one underneath it. So this trim here was cut up, and I cut them individually to fit around the image. And then I cut these out of, it's like this trim, and I think I got it from Olivia, and I just cut them individually to put in the middle of each of these little flowers that I tea dyed. And these little flowers are also from a trim. I know I keep repeating myself, but it's the only way I can explain it to you. And here's an acrylic flower from my stash. And then here's the other image. And I used pink and purple this time because she's got pink, but I wanted it to flow with the other page. And then you've seen these these leaf appliques that I had in my stash by the yard, and I did tea dye those. There's some more of those little flowers that I used on the other side. More of my flowers from trims that I made. Here's a piece of a dangle applique. This piece is from Craft Supplies for You that I did tea dye. Here's another piece. As you know, I try not to use one whole piece of an applique. I try to cut them up and make them into something different. And then here's some more dangles. And then here's the last 2 pages. This is the flower page, and there's that trim again. And this is a dangle trim that I cut up the pieces individually to fit around the flower, because I just felt like it was too plain without it. And then at the last minute I added, and now I remember I did this part on my live because I added this trim after, and I had to take this up and put it back down to be able to fit it behind it. I wanted it to go behind it. And then here's some more dangles. I kept this one fairly simple on the, usually I make them a little bit more elaborate, but I wanted to keep this simple. And here's a larger rhinestone piece. And before I forget, my Doily albums are for sale, so I'll put my email address in the description box, and if you're interested, you can email me and I'll give you the particulars. And also I do have a few wall hangings left. And here is the last page. And here's an applique here with another pearl and rhinestone piece. This is from KS for You that I tea dyed, and I just added a little extra for some interest. And here's another one of those pearl dangle pieces. And this was an applique that I cut the flowers individually to fit. And then there's more dangles. And then here's the back page. I used 2 extra doilies, and then I added this piece in the middle. And this piece, I remember, I have some of these pieces, and I've been hoarding them, but I wanted to use one. And this came from Donna, who is occasionally Jaja on YouTube. Probably I've had them for over a year now, maybe even longer. And then here's all the dangles. I wanted to keep this very simple. As you know, I try to keep the back page flat only because I figure whoever has it most likely is going to put it on a shelf or in a cabinet, and even if you are able to prop it up, you're not going to see the back, and if you put it down, you don't want it to be, floppy. So that's it. This is my latest Doily album, and I hope you like it. I hope you're not getting tired of seeing these. I do tend to stick to 3 or 4 different things that I really love to make, and then I do some stuff in between. But I just want to show you what I've done, even though I'm doing the same original project over and over. I do try to always make them look different, never too alike, and so that hopefully it keeps your interest going. So I'm going to start rambling now, so I'm going to end, and I hope you all liked this latest one, and if you'd like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll be back again soon with another project share that is going to be completely different. It was out of the box. It was for a challenge on Facebook, and I was so far out of my comfort zone, I can't tell you. So you'll see that next. Bye for now.